What's up, YouTube? It's NQ Scalper Mom, and happy Friday. Today is August the 8th, 2025. Finally, we made it to Friday, and I will say that this has been a very, very tough week for me. I've been trying to stick to my plan, implement it for me by my trading coach. And of course, we're just trying to implement discipline, and for me to get myself used to taking trades based on a strategy and based on a process as opposed to just jumping in. I actually watched a video last night that was really good. This guy, he got his first payout from Top Step, and he basically said one of the main things that changed for him is that he was taking a lot of trades based on feelings, and now that he has switched to more of a structure procedure for getting in and out of his trades, that was one of the turning points and what he feels has led to him now getting payouts. So that's something that I have been very guilty of, is taking trades based on feelings, hopping in so many trades and just not waiting on setups. I had been not doing very well with the process implemented by my trading coach. I was not taking the best setups because, I don't think I wanted to wait for them. I just wanted to just kind of take any old setup, get it done, anything that would somewhat match the criteria. Looking back, I would take it, get it over with. But as I showed y'all in the last video, my stats were just horrible. The month of trading that I had done while being under the program, the coaching program, have been horrible. So anyway, that was an Apex account. I went on tilt yesterday and I pretty much just blew that account. I was tired of it. It was almost at the drawdown. So yesterday I did just get another account. This time I do have a Take Profit Trader account, a 25,000 Take Profit Trader account. I just said I would use that. I think I will feel more invested in that because I feel like that is an account where I could, if successful, I could get a return. It's somewhat of a hybrid because I've already paid for activation, whereas with Apex, you go through this long process of passing the evaluation, then it's probably another $150 just to get it activated, whereas this, you've already paid everything, and they have the sale going on too, where you can even be refunded your evaluation fee. So that being said, I'm really not supposed to be focusing on the money aspect of this. However, I do think it'll provide more motivation for me to have just an account that I feel more invested in. And I needed a reset. I needed a fresh start. That was month one pretty much of coaching, and I think I need to just have a refresh before going into month two of coaching. I get it now. I'm following the same process day in, day out. Just let me start over. Let me just get another account and start over with it. So that's what I've done. So looking at this morning, here's the open, and I have this blue box because that is just the start of the initial balance range. And then it just ends here. It's the first hour of the market. So there's the end of it. But I just wanted to let y'all know that's what that is so you could see it on the chart. So we had a great opening this morning. We had an initial impulse move up, down into these beautiful moving averages, and then we shot up. So this was definitely the easy money trade of the day. It is easy money, but again, it's a lot of risk. I didn't take it. I don't know that I visualized it at the time. This is something I'm going to back test separately, is looking specifically for my trades. Same setups, pullbacks into these moving averages. I have the 200, 9, 100, and the 20. So same thing, but just how is it different, or is it the same statistically when it happens so close to the open? This happened at 8:35. So that's something I will back test, but let's just see how much risk was. One micro is about $50. So that's not bad if you're taking one micro, because look at this bad boy. Oh my God, look at it. I mean, that's $200 for one micro, and $200 for one micro. If you were trading three, that's $600. That would be the easy money trade of the day. However, I digress. I did not take that trade. This is the trade I took. We climbed. I took a nice pullback because that was one of the things I was supposed to be doing, is differentiating what is a good setup, an A+ setup versus a B- setup. One of the things I delineated was a definitive pullback into the moving average and a good signal bar. Those are really the only things I could really say right now. So I think we had a nice stair-stepping pullback into this 9 EMA, which throwback to Bob Anderson, 1 minute gold line. And we had a nice signal bar. It's a doji, but we have good rejection. This long tail shows rejection. And I mean, a doji does indicate a change in direction. This is going down. We want to go up. So in that case, I do think this was a really good signal bar. So I just annotated my chart with that we did have a definitive pullback. That's specifically what my eyes were looking for, as well as a good rejecting signal bar. I took 3 contracts. My entry, as you can see, was very accurately done on the next bar. This is your signal bar here. And then the next bar would be the entry bar. So about 1 tick above. And look how long this trade lasted, y'all. I had quite a bit of ways to get to. This trade was scary because we had to keep making new highs in order for me to even succeed. So let's see, where did I have my signal? I can't remember if I had my stop here. Oh yeah, that's where I had my stop, right there. Yep, right underneath. So because sometimes I played around with like maybe taking it to the next thing, but I thought for this morning, this signal bar would be fine because it was such a distinct bar. It would be fine. So anyway, that was the stop loss. And I had to get all the way to here. And as you all can see, that did not happen until here. That was, I don't know, several minutes. I got in this trade about, 51 after. And the trade didn't end until 8 after 10 for you Eastern time folks. Wow, I had to stay in this trade a long time. I had to be so patient. So because according to my process, I hold for 1.5 R. My coach has me holding for 1.5 R in order to establish statistics where I'm covered even for some of those losing trades. That's something I've never really done. I will put my stop and my take profit at certain places. Like usually I put it at 1-to-1, but I always get out based on something else. Maybe looking to the left, where's the next level? Where's the current high? It's very rare that I will necessarily, especially at this time of day, I don't know that I would have held all the way to this point, all the way up here. I don't know that I would have done that. I probably would have just held to the current high that we already had. We had just made a high. We pulled back. So had it not been for me following that particular strategy or process, I should say, I probably would have gotten out here where the current high was. So I'm definitely being stretched mentally, academically, technically with my process, and that's a good thing. This is the one trade I took today because this trade was a winner. I got $145.50 towards my take profit evaluation. So that was it. So here it is on Tradezella. Here's the trade. I need to tag this trade so my stats will be accurate and I can keep track of all of this. So this was my 1 minute goal line playbook. I didn't make any mistakes. Didn't really have any confluence that I can see. So that's easy to do. Just tag that real quick and then in the playbook, just add it to my playbook, and it's the 9 EMA bounce 1 minute goal line strategy. And that is it. That is pretty much it. Now that I have additional criteria that makes an A+ setup, then I will probably add that into the playbook situation. Let's see if I can do that from here. View playbook. We can see how to do that real quick. Can we edit? Okay, description, edit playbook. All right, well, this is not the screen where I can do that. Here it is, add a rule. I'll just put, I won't say always, but definitive pullback to moving average, and signal bar shows rejection. I'll just say rejection or momentum. I think that's what I said. So, and save. So now I have some more criteria there. So let's see, go back to trades. This was the only trade that I took today, and I tagged it. So I just want to mark it that I did review it. Oh yeah, reviewed. All right, so I reviewed it. I have I've already put in my picture. So that's pretty much it. If I wanted to, I could annotate here as well, but I won't do that right now. I can always go back and do that if I want. Let's go to my daily journal for today. All right, Friday, August the 8th, 2025. I already have everything marked. I traded only one account, only trade 3 micros, followed my entry criteria, followed my exit criteria. If the first trade wins, stop with 1 trade for the day and done. I did that. Only 2 trades allowed per day, even off to the side. I did all of these things, made sure that my risk parameters were in place with Guardian Angel Trader, just allowing me only to trade 3 micro contracts, only to trade micro NQ so that I don't make a mistake and trade the regular NQ and make a mistake and trade 3 of the regular NQs. I made sure that my TM strategy and NinjaTrader were set up correctly, as well as my risk reward tool, and I did all of that. So that was good. Okay, after the close reflection, what did I improve upon today? I did follow my mechanical rules, patiently waited for my setup and observed that it met the criteria for an A+ setup prior to entering the trade. That is a key difference here, is observing with my eyes. Okay, here's the setup. Okay, this is a good setup. This is an A+ setup. This is not me rushing, just trying to get this over with, because I don't want to submit to the process. This is about me submitting to the process, waiting for a trade, making sure it's the right trade. And that's the thing, waiting, not just rushing into the trade, controlling myself, all of that good stuff. So changes I need to make going forward or work on from today's session. I don't think I need to do anything. I think I did everything very much correctly today. So I don't think there's anything. So I'm just going to put not applicable because I did everything correctly. Easiest money trade of the day. I will definitely say I may call that something else when we have this opening trade right here, because it does have the pretty much same moving averages that we use anyway, but it's just right at the open. So I'll have to maybe come up with another name for that, and I don't know why. Okay, why this is here. What did I do? The easiest money trade of the day, it was still a 9 bounce, a 20 bounce. It was a 20 bounce. 9 bounce, 20 bounce. That's what I'll call it. I mean, it was 9 bounce too, 9, 20, and 100 bounce. It was everything, and that's probably why it was so good. I'll probably journal that trade under my missed trades and look at it more closely. So 920/100. I'm gonna call that an opening bounce because it was right at the opening within the first 5 minutes. Opening bounce. All right, overview. How did I do? I did great today. I waited for the setup that I designed and personally back tested. Additionally, I made sure that the trade exhibited criteria that gave it the highest probability of success. All right. So I think that is it for today. So happy Friday to everyone. I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I hope that you all finish strong for the week. If you feel like you did not, don't get down on yourself. Please just look at that as an opportunity to learn and do better, because anytime we make a mistake, there should be a lesson in that mistake. And that is what we have to do. We have to choose what story we tell ourselves. And you're not lying to yourself, because guess what? Every day that God gets you up, gives you breath, it is a day where you can make more choices to do better, do the right thing, do what you think will give you success. So do not get down on yourself if you didn't, in quotes, finish strong. Just use that even over the weekend, not to be down about it, but just use that to give yourself the time to write out what you did. What are you going to correct? How are you going to work on it? Whether that's observing your charts, back testing, whatever it is that you're going to do over the weekend. Or some of us may just need to completely do something else over the weekend, like me. I know I need to do other things with my time, so I'm not so tempted to do things with these charts. But whatever it is, in a positive light, to give you momentum to do better for Sunday night or Monday, whichever it is for you. That is what you should do, not wallow in thinking that you messed up Friday or you messed up your week. Okay, I'm really gone this time. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I will catch you all in the next video.